going on, everybody? So I'm driving back home from Memphis. Thought it'd be a good time to record something. You know, multitask, if you will. The reason why I'm driving from Memphis back to Hernando is because I have been seeing a personal trainer for the last few months. If you watched my last video, you saw my routine in the morning, and I go to Club 4 Fitness in Hernando. But there's another location in Memphis. So when I first started going to Club 4, I quickly wanted to upgrade and get a personal trainer. And I did that, and the first trainer was great, and then he couldn't do it anymore. His schedule changed. We got a second trainer. I worked with him maybe 4 times. That 5th session, no show. Finally checked in with the office. He quit. He just didn't show up again. He quit everything. So then that was in limbo for a while, and I was frustrated by that because when you get a new trainer, or when you work with a trainer, you build a relationship and they start learning your body, if you will. They start learning about what your body needs, the stage at which your body is at, so they know where to start. And it's just a relationship. And I was frustrated because it kept getting broken. It was a blessing though, because the trainer that quit, I wasn't a fan of. Nice guy, but he wasn't in tune with really focusing on someone's body. He just wanted to throw you into heavy lifting. So I digress. So what they had to do was they had to bring in some trainers from the Memphis location because Hernando's location ran out of trainers. You know, the few that they did have were all booked up, and they just had no one open. So they incentivized a few trainers from Memphis to go to Hernando 1 day a week each. And then that happened, and then that's when I met Joshua Boyd, my trainer. And that was a blessing and a godsend. Again, it goes back to that other guy quitting. If he wouldn't have quit, then none of this switch over from Memphis to Hernando would have happened, and I probably would have never met Joshua. And I'm glad he did. I'm glad it worked out that way because he is the perfect trainer for me. And I know that because he's in tune with body physiology. And the first few sessions was really just me sitting on a table and him stretching me and prodding me and putting me in positions to see how mobile my hips are, my ankles are, my shoulders. He just gives you a full body examination, and then starts putting the plan together on how to repair. It's not about jumping in and losing weight, getting a sweat on, and lifting weights. It gets to that, but at first it's about repairing. And that's what he started doing with me, and instantly started seeing results. I have issues right down my entire right side of my body. My shoulder, my hip, my ankle mobility. It's been jacked up since I was a teenager. I don't know if it was sports injuries, I don't know. He started tapping into things that I realized that really needs addressing. And it's glaring because the right side is so much worse off than the left side. And my right side being my dominant side, what am I trying to say? It's interesting if your dominant side is weaker than your other side. And that's what was going on with me. So, been working my tail off with this guy. Well, there was an issue between the Hernando and Memphis locations. Now, this explains why I'm now seeing and working with Joshua in Memphis. When they spoke to these trainers the incentive to go to Hernando was double pay. And you could track hours. So typically, I guess these guys just work on a flat day rate. But if they wanted to go to Hernando one day a week, they got double pay and tracked hours. So it was good money for these guys, and it was an incentive to help them with gas, the trouble of driving there, and that worked for a while. Well, the Hernando location started hiring new trainers and didn't need the Memphis guys anymore. So rather than just say, hey, we don't need you anymore, you can just go back to Memphis, they said, hey, you can still train here one day a week in Hernando, but you don't get double time anymore and you don't get the track hours. It's just your normal flat rate. So in other words, saying, we're not helping you with gas money. We're not incentivizing you for the extra work you have to put in to come to our location. You can hang if you want, but we're not giving you the extra stuff. So that pissed all of those trainers off. There was 3 that made that agreement to go back and forth, and they all left the Hernando location. They all said, well, no thank you. Thanks, but no thanks. And that's a bummer for the clients, because you build that relationship with your trainer. And I know my trainer, Joshua, had 10 clients in Hernando. I think he worked his way up to 2 days a week. I know he did, because I was seeing him 2 days a week. Not sure how that happened, but my schedule with Joshua was Wednesday, Friday morning. And he had about 10 other clients on top of me. And he had to sit there and tell everybody, hey, I'm leaving. I'm not coming to this location anymore. And that sucks for the clients, because now they got to start over with somebody new that's going to come in with a totally different plan. So that's what he had to do. So I walk in one morning and he's like, man, we got to talk before we started. And I was freaking out in my head. I was like, man, I don't want to lose another trainer. I thought he was going to tell me, hey, I'm leaving Club 4. I'm moving on to something else. That's what I was expecting. And I was bummed out and a little frustrated. But we sat at his desk and he explained everything I just explained to you all. And then I was like, well, wait a minute. I can still work with you, but I have to go to Memphis? He's like, yeah, you can still work with me, but hey, if you're up for the drive, yeah, we can still work together. I'm like, that's a no-brainer. I don't care about the extra driving because of Josh. I followed him. I could have got a new trainer, but I followed Josh because I love him. I love working with him. He's a good guy. He is tapped into what I need. I'm seeing results like I've never done before. I am starting to drop some weight, but more importantly, I'm getting stronger in my core. I'm seeing results on a daily basis. Like everyday life, I can tell when I stand up from sitting down, for example. I can tell. That's a whole lot easier to do nowadays. Not only because maybe I've dropped 10 pounds, but just because of the core strength I'm building. And now I've been going to Memphis. I think this is my 3rd week doing this. I am still doing Wednesday and Friday mornings. I had to change the start time because I need time to be able to drop Skylar off at school and then drive that 35 minutes to the gym for training. The other days of the week, when I want to work out on my own, I just stay in Hernando. And that's it. It's working well. I'm pretty happy with it. And you pay a premium price to have a personal trainer. You really do. Again, adds to the frustration when you're getting toggled around and you can't have any consistent training. That adds to the frustration. But now that I got someone good, It's worth every penny. And I'm going to continue to put this work in. And I can't wait to see what 1 year from now will look like. That's it. I hope everyone has a great weekend. And I will talk to you all again later. Take care.